And now for our next news special report.
In a world where tensions between nations escalate in the blink of an eye, China's latest military drills around Taiwan have sent shockwaves across the globe. As the drums of war beat louder, the question on everyone's mind is, will President Biden's leadership be strong enough to prevent a catastrophic conflict? In this special report, we'll uncover the truth behind China's aggressive actions and explore the potential consequences for the entire world. Now, just as China's military drills are turning up the heat on Taiwan, summer temperatures are soaring, causing AC bills to skyrocket. But don't let greedy utility companies burn through your hard-earned cash. Introducing the Mini AC Unit, a revolutionary device that can cool any room in minutes, saving you money and providing peace of mind during blackouts. I've personally experienced the cost savings, and now you can too. Visit EasySummerCool.com or click the link in the description for up to 60% off today with a 60-day risk-free guarantee and fast USA shipping. Beat the heat and keep your cool this summer. Now, in a shocking display of military aggression, China has launched massive drills around Taiwan just days after the island nation swore in its new president. The drills, which Beijing has dubbed a powerful punishment for Taiwan's separatist acts, involve fighter jets carrying live ammunition, destroyers, frigates, and missile speedboats. This provocative show of force has sent ripples of concern throughout the international community as fears of a potential conflict between China and Taiwan continue to grow. Taiwan's defense ministry has strongly condemned China's actions, calling them irrational provocations that undermine regional peace and stability. In response to the drills, Taiwan has dispatched its own air, sea, and ground forces, demonstrating its readiness to defend its sovereignty. The tension between the two nations is palpable, and the world watches with bated breath as the situation unfolds. Let's take a look at a news report on this matter.
Well, these are some of the largest drills we've seen from China in almost a year, which are essentially surrounding the main island of Taiwan. China is also conducting joint patrols in the outlying islands of Jinmen, Matsu, and Wuqiu, which are just a few kilometers off the coast of China. These exercises are being called Joint Sword 2024A drills, and Beijing says they are to test how ready their military is for a potential war. Now, early this morning, China released a statement saying the drills will last until May 24th, and that the exercises are a direct response to newly appointed Taiwan President Lai Ching-te's inauguration speech. Beijing says that Lai's speech was a complete confession of Taiwan independence, and that the speech was extremely harmful, undermining peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait. As a reminder to what Lai Ching-te said in his inauguration speech, he said that neither Taiwan nor China is subordinate to one another, and that Taiwan can be called by its official name, which is the Republic of China, or simply just Taiwan. And that's important because no Taiwanese president has so clearly defined Taiwan and China as separate countries before in their inauguration speech. And this angers Beijing because it views Taiwan as part of its own territory.
And how has Taiwan responded to the announcement of these drills? What have you heard from the military?
Well, the military says it condemns these exercises as they jeopardize security in the region. Taiwan is currently working with the Coast Guard to monitor the situation. But so far, the military has dispatched air, land, and naval units, as well as missile defense systems around Taiwan to boost the country's defense. But it's still kind of early to tell how big these exercises are. This morning, the military reported one Chinese drone operating around Taiwan, but that activity was from Wednesday. The military says we'll have to wait until Friday, 9 o'clock a.m. to get Thursday's full Chinese activity report. But this isn't the first time that Taiwan has seen activity like this. China conducted similar exercises in 2023 after then-President Tsai Ing-wen met with U.S. Speaker McCarthy in California. So Taiwan's military says it is confident it can ensure the country's security, but it's remaining vigilant and alert at all times.
Now, the presence of over 100 U.S. troops in Taiwan who are currently providing training for Taiwanese soldiers adds another layer of complexity to the situation. While official U.S. policy does not require the country to come to Taiwan's aid in the event of a war, the Taiwan Relations Act does obligate the U.S. to provide defensive arms to the island nation. This delicate balance of support and non-interference has become increasingly difficult to maintain as China's aggression towards Taiwan intensifies. Under President Joe Biden's watch, China's stance towards Taiwan has grown more hostile, with Chinese Communist leader Xi Jinping openly stating his intention to take control of the island. While President Biden has suggested that the U.S. would help defend Taiwan if China were to invade, his administration has also maintained the decades-old policy of not recognizing Taiwanese independence. This ambiguity in the U.S. position has led many to question whether Biden's leadership is strong enough to deter Chinese aggression and action. Now, as the military drills continue, the international community looks on with growing concern. The potential for a full-scale conflict between China and Taiwan with the U.S. caught in the middle looms large. The consequences of such a conflict would be devastating, not only for the region, but for the entire world. So it's imperative that leaders on all sides work towards a peaceful resolution, one that respects the sovereignty and self-determination of the Taiwanese people, while also addressing China's concerns. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. It's time for my final thought. The escalating tensions between China and Taiwan serve as a reminder of the fragile balance of power in the region. As global leaders navigate the complex geopolitical landscape, it's crucial that they prioritize diplomacy and peaceful resolution over provocative displays of military might. The consequences of a miscalculation or unchecked aggression could be catastrophic, not only for those directly involved, but for the entire world. It's time for cooler heads to prevail.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.